it's Chelsa Messenger with Picks and Parlays. We're talking NFL action here. Jets and Pats. Just a little reminder, if you want 20% off the entire site at picksandparlays.net, just use the code VEGAS, VEGAS. This one is at the Jets. The Jets are still looking for their first win of the season, bless their hearts. They have covered one number. The Pats are minus 8.5 favorites in this one. Total is 42.5. What a game, Chip. What a game. We've got Chip Chirimbes joining us to talk this one. Chip, who do you like or what's the play?
Well, I'm wondering what the NFL schedule makers were thinking when they planned to put these two teams together. We know the Jets have been atrocious for years, and the Patriots are going to be without the Tom Brady, of course. You know, when they had Brady, they beat up any losing team they ever played, going 22-7 against the points. Although they're only 4-9 in their last 13 decisions, the Jets, they may not win a game this year, Chelsea. Actually, they're 1-7 against the points in a game where they didn't allow a touchdown, but they gave up 6 field goals to Buffalo. They're 0-4 straight up. They have their one cover in that game against the Bills. You know, atrocious on offense. I mean, this team averages 250 yards a game at their 32nd. That's absolutely horrible. And they're only getting 150 yards rushing, 103 yards passing. Everyone's still waiting for Sam Darnold to do what? I don't know, because it just seems like every time he has a bad game, they claim he has an injury and they yank him out like they did with Minshew in Jacksonville. The Jets are terrible. They're 4-12 in the division against the points we're talking about, not just straight up. But 7 of the last 8 meetings between these two have gone under the number. We know that New England can't pass the ball. They're struggling. Cam Newton's their best running back. So the Jets defensively have been, representable. They can play in an NFL defense, but they can't move the ball at all. They have no running game whatsoever. And I see this game staying under the total unequivocally. And I'm not a totals guy, Chelsea, but I think that's the only way to go here. I can't take the Jets with all those points. You said it earlier when we started. How do you take the Jets? You don't. You play the under.
Yeah, there's a lot of interesting storylines in this one, however, because, the Patriots and the Jets, rivals. The Jets have always been the bottom tier of that. And this might be the Jets' chance to beat a Patriots team that is a lot worse than they normally are. That being said, we're still talking about the Jets here. So I don't know. Something to look at is when the spread is that high and the total is that low. It's really tempting to take the Jets. But as I said before, how do you bet on the Jets? Not something that I'll be doing just because they have let down so many people this season. Because I'm sure there's plenty of games where people saw that spread and it looked a little juicy.
And, it's difficult, I think. You have to keep the memory of New England just always seems, particularly behind Brady, go into New York and handle the Jets in New York. Just the opposite would happen when they'd go to Miami, where New England, I don't know if they were caught sunbathing or had sunburn, but the Dolphins always seem to get over on the Pats in Miami. But this is a division game on the road where the Patriots traditionally have won and been winners. And I don't know if that has anything to do with Tom Brady wanted to show off under the city lights, but it's all different now. I mean, it really is. Without Brady, this New England Patriot team just we have no confidence in them and no confidence in their offense. 2-5 are the New England Patriots. I think they pick up a win here. Whether they get over that number, I don't know. I expect a low-scoring game.
Right, and one final talking point. Tanking for Trevor Lawrence. Do you think there's going to be any sabotage when it comes to Bill Belichick? I know he probably doesn't want to see Trevor Lawrence in his division, so I'm wondering, in my, tinfoil hat, that maybe the Pats throw this game. It sounds crazy, but
I can tell you that the Jets will go 0-16, no problem. If they draft Lawrence, is he willing to play for the Jets? He may pull a maneuver like not only Peyton Manning pulled or Eli Manning pulled, but as well as Elway. So that could happen. And as well as, the Jets, they're always trying to be the smartest guy in the room. Maybe this Adam Case will pass on Lawrence and take someone else. The smartest thing would be if they had a chance to get Trevor Lawrence. They need so much that they should probably trade him for a couple of other first rounds and a couple of players. I mean, they're so far behind the 8 ball right now. Getting a quarterback that can actually play, I don't think is going to help them much at all.
That's going to do it for our Pats and Jets talk here on Picks and Parlays. Great stuff from Chip Chirimbes. As always, Chip, thanks for joining us.